Have you ever heard about the day God brought an entire army of the dead back to life? It sounds unbelievable, like a myth or a legend, but it truly happened. And what it reveals about faith and God's power will leave you speechless. Stay until the end, because what happened in that valley might change the way you see life, death, and hope itself. The story begins with the prophet Ezekiel, a man chosen by God during one of Israel's darkest times. The nation was broken, scattered, and hopeless, their faith dry like the desert wind. One day, God's Spirit lifted Ezekiel and set him down in a place he would never forget, a valley filled with dry bones, stretching as far as the eye could see. The ground was silent, the air was heavy. Everywhere he looked, there was nothing but death. Then God's voice echoed through the emptiness. "Son of man, can these bones live?" Ezekiel hesitated. How could life come from death? And yet he answered, "Lord, only you know." Then came the command, "Prophesy to these bones and say to them, 'Dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.'" And as Ezekiel spoke, something unimaginable happened. The ground began to tremble. The bones started to rattle and move, clinking and colliding, finding their place once again. Skeletons formed from the dust. Then tendons appeared, then flesh, then skin. But still, there was no breath. Then God spoke again. "Prophesy to the breath and say, 'Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live.'" Ezekiel lifted his hands and obeyed. Suddenly, a mighty wind swept across the valley. Dust and light swirled together. The bodies began to stir, and breath entered them. And then, one by one, they stood to their feet. An entire army of once dead men, alive again. The silence of the valley turned into the sound of life. God said to Ezekiel, "These bones are the people of Israel. They say, 'Our hope is gone,' but I will open their graves and bring them back to life." This wasn't just a vision, it was a promise. A message that no matter how hopeless things may seem, God can breathe life into what you thought was lost forever. He can raise what you believed was dead, dreams, faith, even your own spirit, if you believe God can bring life where there was none. Comment Amen below. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and subscribe to our channel.